Greetings. What do you need?
I'd like to ride a shooting course.
I do not see any weapon on your back that is used for shooting around here. First get yourself a bow. Or a small crossbow. God be with you, good sir.
So what exactly is mounted archery like? What do I need to know?
Before you ride your first race, you must know at least the basic rules. Otherwise you would feel like a foal having kumis poured over its head. We ride up above the camp, where I have set up a circuit. I paced it all out myself, so the paths are narrow and the horses can only manage a canter. They are afraid to go faster. Do not try it anyway. You cannot really shoot properly at a gallop because you need your hands free. If you do not want to guide the horse yourself, let it follow the path. It will find the right route on its own.
What can I shoot with?
A bow or a small crossbow. I will always give you a bit of ammunition at the start. We have 3 types of targets, each with different points. Different courses have different scoring systems. On each of them you compete against the points I scored there.
How do I know which way to go?
The course you will ride is always marked. If you still get lost, just leave the route to your horse and focus on shooting.
Anything else?
You have limited time to score points, so do not stop anywhere. If you miss something, you miss it. Just ride on. If you finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. Anything else you would like to know?
Tell me once more, in a nutshell, how it works here.
Up above the camp is a circuit, where we canter and shoot at targets, either with a bow or a small crossbow. We have 3 types of targets with different points, and there are quite a few courses. Some are short, some are long, some are winding. Just tell your horse to go ahead, and it will find a way. If you score enough points before I blow the horn to end the race, you have won.
Tell me what the courses look like.
They are all on the circuit, where I will always mark clear paths. Some are short, some are longer, some are straight, and some are winding. They also have various names. Each one has 3 difficulty levels: easy, hard, and Tengri's legendary.
Tengri's legendary?
That is for riders who are not satisfied with even the hard courses. First of all, you must ride those only with a bow. There are so many targets that you will not have time to reload a crossbow. Lord of the Heavens Tengri likes to break his own rules, so those courses are full of all sorts of traps and obstacles. And remember I said you can tell your horse to run on its own?
Certainly.
So you cannot do that there. I will sprinkle the paths with my secret spice mixture, which confuses the horse. You will have to help it. We always have a good laugh when someone rides them for the first time. Crashes into everything and misses every target. But you can learn those Tengri courses. All it takes is patience and a good aim.
How do you know how much time I have and how much I've got left?
For each course, I keep a rhythm in my head. Sometimes we go for 40 drum beats, sometimes 55, and sometimes 85. Boom, 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 boom. You can make up some little tune if you like. Just don't spook your horse. When half the time is up, I'll blow a horn so you know how you are doing.
Can't you explain it in a clearer way? How long will it take?
60 drum beats is a shock. That's about 3 Lord's prayers.
All right. I can picture that now. Thanks. Tell me how scoring works.
I hang 3 types of targets around the course. A round one is worth 1 point. A straw dummy, which is a bit harder to hit, is 3 points. And the basket is worth 5 points. You do not have to hit the center. It is enough to knock them down.
Well, that sounds rather easy.
You'd be surprised. I recently had to change the rules. Archers kept stopping right in front of the targets, scared they would not score enough. In the end, they only saw the first bend of the course and their horses hardly trotted at all. So, if you reach the finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. That should spur you on.
A nice incentive.
Tried and tested.
How do the bets work?
Whatever you stake, if you win you get double. If you shoot the same, you just get your stake back. And if you score too few, you got nothing.
Can I get some practice shooting before I have to pay for it?
The smallest bet is just a few groschen. Think of it as paying me for setting all this up for you. If I had to put up kobucks for you as well, you would be paying more.
How do the bets work?
Whatever you stake, if you win, you get double. If you shoot the same, you just get your stake back. And if you score too few, you got nothing.
What can I shoot with?
When you come to me, have a bow or a small crossbow on your back. I need to see right away that you are ready. Anything bigger will not let you reload on horseback, and you will only embarrass yourself.
What if I want to end the race early?
Just go ahead and leave if you want. Time we run out, I will take the stake, back up the targets, and go and have my gruel.
What trick would you suggest?
If you ever meet a woman from the Karluk tribe, do not, under any circumstances, yank on her mustache.
Alright.
Farewell. My friend,
Will you set up a course for me?
I am ready. First, you will ride the course I call Torque. It is more than enough to get acquainted with mounted archery. It is not particularly difficult and it is fairly long, so you will have plenty of time to try everything. It just goes in a loop, so let your horse follow the path. It will leave your hands free for shooting. To win, you only need to match my number of points. If you shoot more, so much the better for you. For starters, I will waive the bets as well. That is what a good soul I am.
Alright. Let's get to it.
Az ősök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. Ready? Just a moment.
Kurva! Yes! Nice one, Henry.
What a night.
Yeah, yes! Nice one, Henry. 3 in a row. Woohoo! Oh! Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Quick! So, how did it turn out?
It was a fair. You are only just since you are...
For sure.
It is one of... Let us get... Az ősök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. Get ready. Just a moment.
Take that! Three in a row. Down it goes. Hey! Three in a row.
I wouldn't want that mare.
I've got you.
Sacra! Sacra!
Ja! All right. Tell me.
You have conquered the first course. I knew you would manage it. Though Korachin's spirit must have helped you a bit. For the second challenge, you will ride a different course. I think I might already know which one. Do you want to ride some more?
Let's do it.
For the second, it is not much. If you let, I will allow.
I'm curious.
Ámuljon a tömeg, és bökjön felfelé hüvelykujjával. Áldozzunk a legkiválóbb tejjel. Dicsérjük a csodás paripákat. The rider is in position. Just a moment.
I've got you. Yeah, yes! There are times a charm. Whew. Yeah! Woo-hoo. Three in a row. Ka! All right. Tell me.
If I can't, you improve only the third. Do you want to ride?
Let's.
Now you are a... I will say
Oh,
that we will...
let's do it.
Az ősök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. Ready? Hold on.
Three in a row. Down it goes. Take that. One, two, three. I've got you. Easy, good horse. Quick! Whoa, whoa.
Do not play dog. The third course is conquered. And if I look at you that way too, so I shall.
Excellent.
You have enough skill now to try other and make sure you place a wager next.
I'll bear that in. Quick! Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. I reckon I managed the mounted archery pretty well.
As I said, you have proved yourself with me. However you judge things, I will not dispute it. Though you should still speak with Nikolai. Until you ride the race, he will not listen to you.
Counting on it. Let's get on with it then.
Takarot!
Lord be with you.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'm interested in sword fighting.
All right, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
Praise God. This damn
Christ.
rain, this weather.
What's life like here in the camp?
Free, my friend, free. Your settled life, that is not for me. Being cooped up in one place all day would be the death of me. Nic nane prepuf aiso sa romanolilo.
What did you say? It almost sounded like a curse.
Ah, that was just a bit of wisdom.
You mean a proverb?
Najanav, maybe. We have wise sayings for everything, Gajo.
And perhaps a bit of magic, too, eh?
Kora chacho. But they are not spells. We're very superstitious folks, that's all.
Nomads, you mean?
Ha! Romale, you will not find a more superstitious people than us.
How do you make your living when you're constantly on the road?
Everyone does the work he knows. Usually things to do with horses, trade and blacksmithing.
And what do you do?
Me? I make sure our luck does not run out.
Right. That must be tiring work then, eh?
Tell me about it. Playing dice requires wisdom.
Isn't luck more important?
Solvaqueres, Gajo. There is no luck involved. When you have wisdom and a free mind, you accept fate. Lady Luck only smiles on those who know how to accept fate.
Why is your camp here?
Because we found a gold mine here, but we are so humble you would never know it.
I'm glad you've been so lucky. Would you invite me to a feast?
Nah, you might tell everyone. Then we would have to pay taxes.
You're right. Taxes are the worst thing since the plague.
Right. But if you do not have anything, you do not pay anything, and nobody will be any the wiser. Bokali Richni Nakalel. That is why we have to keep moving, so the high and mighty do not realize that they have not yet squeezed us dry. Aye. Our kind are birds on the wing, not cooped up hens. I would rather be hungry and free than have a full belly and be chained like a dog.
How do you get along with the local villagers?
Oilen Kaiser Baraminjahin.
I don't understand. Is that something bad?
They are always unhappy about something. But it is because they are afraid. They are afraid of everything they do not know and understand. Then when we turn up, strangers with a strange language and strange ways, they shit themselves. They are more afraid of us than foreign armies, I tell you. And why is that? Because they know what to expect from an army. But they do not know us and think the worst of us.
I'm looking for this friend of mine. A big, fair-haired young man. Likes strutting about and speaks like a noble.
Look, you know what? That sounds like the Gacho we saw in the forest the other night. But he's scarp and sharpish and vanished in the darkness. I ain't seen him since. Sorry. See you soon, my friend.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Mister, Policerau. Servus, substitutał.
I've done Bibrek's archery challenges, but that's probably not enough to settle your quarrel, is it?
It certainly is not. If you thought you could wriggle out of the racing, forget it. I would rather assume you saved the best for last. Is that not right?
Of course. So how do these races work then? What do I need to know?
Once a day, up above the camp, 4 fellas meet and arrange a race. We have a small spot, right next to Bibrek's circuit. Each race starts and finishes there. Then race checkpoints are set up around the area, depending on which course is chosen. They are placed in spots the locals know. Though these local names are tough for outsiders. Places like Zeleov or Tachovitz, not to mention all those ponds.
What do the checkpoints look like?
There are 2 poles with flags, next to which there is a fire pit. Smoke rises from it, and someone usually stands by it. The trick is to figure out the best path from one to the next, and so on until the finish. You can ride through the forest, weave between trees and rocky slopes, or stick to firm roads and make your journey longer.
It'd be an advantage to know the countryside well.
Do not worry. Some local lads manage to get lost a few steps from their own birthplaces. You can decide for yourself how tough you want it to be. But take care. The best riders here know the land inside out and are not afraid to take shortcuts at the gallop. Anything else you want to know?
Tell me quickly how these races work.
Once a day we meet up about the camp and decide on the route. Then checkpoints are placed at the known spots around the region. Whoever passes all of them and returns to the start the fastest wins.
Tell me more about these checkpoints. Where are they located?
So I do not have to memorize every boulder around here. I pick just a few places. Which ones are you interested in? Across the road from the Semin fortress, there is a small pond. If you ride directly east from the start, the checkpoint is along the right bank. If you ride east from the start, or from Semin fortress, there is a solitary farmstead. The checkpoint is on the road by its entrance gate. There is a holy shrine, right in the village square. That is the spot.
How does the race difficulty work?
You can choose from 3 levels. An easy race is for less experienced riders and slower horses. A difficult race is for those born in the saddle, riding the fastest beasts. And the middle one is somewhere between those 2.
Tell me about the bets.
I will collect the stakes and lock them in the chest. They will stay there until the race is over. The winner gets everything except his own stake. Whoever finishes second gets his stake back. The rest have to hope for better luck.
Do you have any advice?
Besides your horse's stamina, keep an eye on your own as well. If you tire quickly, have something to bolster you before the race. Aranka might help with that. She sells all sorts of brews and potions.
I'd like to have a race.
We will ride straight away, do not worry. The first challenge is just a simple warm-up race. Just so you see how it goes and get a feel for how to handle the horse.
Where are we going?
To Semin. There is a little pond across the road from the fortress. Once the race starts, you ride east. Go round the pond on the right through the checkpoint, then drive your horse straight back towards me. We will do it without bets this time, but the fellas will not go easy on you. Vrasajan prekalo dreszli, grastane pora pezlijan sarobanderi, prachos jalopre. Get set.
Go! Faster!
Go! Quick!
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah! Yeah!
Just a bit further.
Quick!
Really pushing that grind.
There!
Hurts you, idiot.
Finally!
Don't you know how to ride? And there we have it.
How did things go with the race?
You came first. Congratulations. But that was just a little warm-up ride. To let the horse get used to it, you know? The second race is going to be a proper event, with all the bells and whistles. The lads would not mind another go. Are you in?
I'm in.
Like I said, now you will be going for the real race. Still without bets, though. You will be passing 3 checkpoints. The first one is by that Samin pond, which you already know. Then you will continue east to the Jar homestead, and finally you will head northwest to Zhelejov. The last checkpoint is right on the village green, so be careful not to run anyone over. Then get back west to us, straight to the finish line. Are you keeping up?
Pond, then east, then northwest, and west to the finish.
Watch out for the livestock grazing in the fields. Do not head out on the horse and come back on a cow. Let us ride. First place or nothing. Zamur! Dik proda preki... Keriben! Savore grajenge neve petali! Ole sojek feder prastarla, somnakune petali avela!